tuned in to the Connect. What up, world? Welcome to the Connect. It's your boy Slim Thugger.
Boss like Rico.
OG Shot.
Goddamn Sam.
And we got motherfucking who?
Trae the Truth. What up, though?
Trae the Truth, hometown hero in the building, man. What's going down, man?
Man, cool. What's up, nigga?
Chilling, man. This nigga here is a fucking. He make it hard to be a rapper these days. These motherfuckers expect too much out of you. Them motherfuckers cuss me out because I leave and it's storming. I'm not a superhero.
The rapper no more, man.
Just because Trae want to sing lines and go in water and shit, like, I can't do that, man. That ain't what I'm here for. I don't feel like God assigned me for that. But Trae and Mirage's doing an amazing job. Them motherfuckers, why your whole ass out of town and why you always run with this? Because, nigga, I read the news, and I'm not going to sit in the house and jack out by myself for 5 days stuck with no lights. Why you niggas out there doing whatever with y'all family, nigga? I live by myself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you for that. We appreciate you
for putting in the work. So call Trae, motherfucker, and Rogers, leave me alone, motherfucker. They expect
Trae,
a rapper.
You been wearing many hats, though,
around
the city, man.
That shit gets stressful, though.
I bet.
I can dig it.
See, it was cool at first. See, that's what I be telling people. Giving back is cool at first till they expect you to do it. Then the motherfucker be on your line about it. Every time it rain hard, the Trae the Truth line is gonna rain. Every natural disaster.
On the cool, that ain't the most. The stressful part is trying to juggle what's more important. You know what I'm saying? Because when a nigga got an album out, and I'm in the process of trying to help people.
Yeah.
My heart rightfully gonna lead to the people.
Right.
So this always get kind of lost in the shuffle. So you know what I'm saying? But you know, this is what take care of the family and all the people out here for me to be able to do that. So that's the stressful part. Now, as far as going out there working with people, I love doing it, man. I feel like ain't no better feeling for me. You know, that's what kind of give me my drive.
But that happened in your last project, though.
So it came out right before the goddamn Amel the hit. Right. So it's just like, man, I be getting pulled. I was supposed to have been on promo tour for the last month, and every time I get ready, I'm doing something different. So I'm just gonna ride it out to next month when me and Snoop kick off, and I'll start it up there, man. Good thing is the music always stay gravitating on its own, regardless if it do crazy.
I seen a few. I know Sliding was doing good.
Yeah, I ain't even released. I had to release the remix to Sliding for the past couple months, and they ain't put that out. I'm trying to make myself find time this week to just throw it out there.
Yeah.
So, and that's gonna be dope, cause you know I took it to the West Coast for that. So the remix is me, E40, OT, Mozzie, and the little homie Stupid Young.
This nigga is the Puff Daddy 2000, whatever this year is.
Trae gonna hit the
This
grind.
nigga always got the remix.
Ghetto,
I be on watching BT Jams. This nigga have every. All I want to know is how this nigga get this many niggas on it. How you get these niggas on the line? Rappers and egos and just, you know, niggas just not even egos, just niggas just doing so much, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
How you get this many motherfuckers to get on one video? How you get this many motherfuckers to send their verse in, man? Like,
I guess just being me, man. You know, one thing them niggas respect for sure is a nigga that can hold his own weight. You know what? A lot of egos come in with a lot of these rappers because they feel like I'm who I am. What you need from me? Are you trying to get something like everybody else trying to get something? So when they find a nigga that's like, whatever you got, nigga, I got just that or more, and I can step in the same room with you and gonna get that respect or more.
Exactly.
It's like it give them a breath of fresh air. Well, like this nigga don't really need nothing from me, so if he messing with me, it's genuine.
Mutual respect.
So with that being said, I call him, and then bro, you know me, I'm one of the most down-to-earth niggas. If not, they know I'm gonna be the type of nigga, bro, you a bullshit ass nigga, bro, why you told me you finna do that and do that, you know what I'm saying? So it just all work out, man.
Yeah.
That's dope though, man, but shit, you know, I've been knowing Trae since middle school.
Yeah, people don't know that. Me and Slim went to school together.
We went to middle school together.
We went to prom together, everything.
All that shit. People don't even realize that shit. Like, it's that far back. So, you know, to see what we doing right now and where we at right now, to me, it's different. It's like, damn, that's crazy, you know, to see how far this shit came. And I never expected. In middle school, we wasn't even that, serious about all this shit. But now to see how, it's what, 20, middle school was longer than 20 years.
But what's so funny? I was a nigga that was more running the streets with different niggas, and Slim ain't changed. Slim was always fucking with the goals.
Fuck with the hoes. I had a white bitch with a car in middle school, nigga.
And all of us who started jacket, that nigga was always after the bro.
I'm telling you, I had a white bitch that drove. I was fucking in middle school. It was going down. That what happened to me. So that's how I lost my mind early. I lost my virginity.
He used to pull up to school on his beach cruise.
Yeah, like a motherfucker.
What school was this?
Hoffman
So
Middle
this
School.
on the north side?
Yeah, Hoffman.
But they ain't a ghetto in the city. I ain't stoned.
Yeah. So how you ended up going to the north side school, being you from the south?
My mom ended up moving over there. We was on DeSoto.
DeSoto was the block.
DeSoto.
Yeah, that's crazy.
DeSoto was the block, man.
Antoine,
DeSoto,
the whole strip of
Bank,
Antoine.
Lillard, all Antoine was lit.
I don't even pass by DeSoto no more. The laws behind it.
even
Fucked
go
up.
that
I
way
don't go
no
that
more.
way no more, dog. The laws
shit
Live don't
lit.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was DeSoto, Two-Wheel.
It's a lot of people.
It was crazy. The girl I used to talk to used to stay on Two-Wheel, so I was back and forth with DeSoto, Two-Wheel every day, man.
I had a chick on Tidwell too. Oh look.
Yeah.
Nigga. I used to go to jail all the time, like not jail, but juvie jail, where they'll take you in. They don't really lock you up. They'll just hold you.
Till your parents
till your parents come get you, because I was underage driving and shit.
West Dallas.
All the
West
time.
Dallas.
I was in that bitch all the time.
But you know what's so crazy? People don't understand. Me and Slim got a long history.
Yeah.
Our relatives went to the same church. My mom and his sister, so it's like
Run deep.
Yeah, we
man.
got a long history.
Long
People don't
ass
know
time.
So
that.
when y'all gonna drop that track? Next
Yeah.
track.
I got a mean track I already made right now that I can
Slim,
drop.
don't play. I'm the only nigga that's gonna arrest his motherfucking ass across his
I got a million when I'm in this new album. I'm not gonna say nothing about it, but since you just
It run deep. Why let it quit running?
we gonna definitely need to do something, man. It's been too long, but we got some music together. We got a few.
But see, that's what people don't understand. My relationships with a lot of just niggas and artists in general. Music be the last thing on the list. You know what I'm saying? The music, we can be like, man, we get to that anytime. You know what I'm saying? Like I be having real relationships. Like even back in the day when I got shot, one of the niggas who came and got me instantly and took me overseas was J. Cole. So it's like different relationships.
I remember that.
Like it don't even really be about the music.
It's
Me and
not about the
Slim,
music.
we know we can do music together, but it's just when we kiss it, we kiss it. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna do that for sure. I want to do some shit with everybody, man. I need some new producers though. Who are some new producers you like that's going on? But everybody. He the network king. He gonna go get niggas who really everywhere to give.
But when niggas be failing and slipping is they don't go. I always reach back to the up and coming. Like I don't have that ego. You could actually be a producer that ain't never did a track for nobody. But if it's something dope, I'm gonna go in there and do it, and I'm gonna turn you up in the process. Because when I'm doing it, everybody watch what I be doing. So that put them little niggas in position. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
One of my video guys, Philly Flyboy, me and him was doing videos. He did a couple for other people, but then he started doing it for me too. Well, at one point, that man had damn near 40, 50 videos on BET. You know what I'm saying? Because I put you in that position, and it's on you to run it if you're going to hustle. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's the best tool you can give them, put them in a position.
Yeah, but the flip side of that is some of the youngins coming up now that I try and put in that position as far as business and to take care of different things, they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? They feel like even though you doing it, it's like they feel like what they doing is what's really doing it for them. It's like, nah, bro, an average nigga, if I put you in position right now, average nigga, like say it's me and Slim, I'm not gonna walk over to somebody and be like, oh man, I see what you're doing for Slim, you need to do that for me. That seems like I'm dick riding. Right. So in their mind, without you physically telling them that, they think, oh yeah, they really fuck with me just because it's me. It's like, no, bro, this the game. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, it's a competitive sport. We all trying to, yeah. So I be doing my best to try and show a lot of people that. And now it's like, shit, nigga, my hands in so much different shit. Like, I was talking to somebody today, I'll be feeling fucked up because I'm one of the dopest at the music and one of the only few people I do what major labels can't do with putting people together.
Right.
But from being a daddy to the relief game, all the businesses I got, it's like, bro, I'm juggling
a lot.
You busy.
So,
There's a lot going on, man. So how the hell you balance all that shit? Like, do you got some type of strategy you do, or you got certain days you do certain shit? Like, how do you do that? What is?
I move on impulse, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you. The fucked up part about that is I don't really trust people. So, truth be told, I need help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you're a nigga that's always been hands on, this is what I know to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my phone gonna be blowing up for 50 different things
do
right
it
now.
yourself. Yeah.
Cause I just feel like if I put a person in a position, if they not gonna outwork me or do more than I do, then it's like what I need them for. You know what I'm saying? Not being funny, but
That's
I'm saying
real.
just being honest.
That's
being
shit.
honest. It's true. Yeah.
I actually had a conversation with Jay Prince. We had him on the podcast the other day, and that's kind of the same thing he was saying. You know, you gotta be, whatever you're doing, you gotta be involved with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's the way to success.
Man, you gotta think about it, bro. You had niggas stealing, you got people doing all kind of and my name, all I got out here. I can't have nobody doing no shit that I don't stand for. And then just running off with it, and then you gotta think we the bigger attraction, so they ain't gonna be like slim people. That man slimming them over there doing that fuck shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So
Coming
I
right
be
to
real
you.
hands on with that. Yeah.
That's how I feel too. I think that's the reason why I don't have like no artists and nothing. I just don't want to be attached to, you know, other stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff come with that. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have any artists?
I mean, man, believe it or not even to be funny, like, bro, I'm responsible for at least 60 to 70% of the industry. I just do a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Far as who I'm always gonna push my brother J-Ton and Boss, hands down. And just a lot of the upcoming that's coming through the city. I always try and keep them under my wing, whether it may be game, whether it may be I'm gonna jump on a record for you, whether it may be whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So just about anybody doing something, especially that come from the streets, that's what I always relate to. I would name a lot, but then it's like, nigga, I forgot somebody. Bro, you ain't named. But yeah, I'm hands on with a lot, man. Like people understand the history, man. I was laughing even back. And matter of fact, let's clarify. We'll do it so Slim, you can have this on your show first. Everybody always love to bring up me and Mike Jones. This shit, it was normal shit. But the point I'm making is, when that happened, people didn't know Kevin Gates was with me. You see what I'm saying? Now go back to think how many years.
That's a long time ago.
You see what I'm saying? That just go to show people don't really know. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff. Like I was actually the first person that put Cole and Kendrick on the same song and on TV. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's a lot of history when going back to different things I do.
Right.
They build relationships though.
Yeah, but my relationships, man, if I was assed out on the street with nothing, my relationships always gonna carry me. You know what I'm saying?
Because you fuck with people genuinely.
Bro, just being honest, bro, I've never been charged for a feature. You gotta realize, bro, I'm the only nigga of this generation that had songs with Pac. I had 2 songs with Pac. Never been charged for nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That just go to show relationships way more powerful, man. That's something you can't pay for.
Yeah, it is. It's hard though, and cool. Like I look at you, I be like, damn, that nigga Trae is a real network king. Cause I can't even call that many niggas. Like I don't even want to like I have communication problems. You know what I'm saying? So to even be able to deal with other rappers, like I ain't good at that. Like or just anybody. Like really, I just ain't good at communicate. So I understand to see how you can put so many motherfuckers together. That shit work, man. Like you know what I'm saying? Cause my thing is dealing with rappers. I'm just so regular. If it ain't just a regular, real homeboy conversation, like it ain't gonna last it out with me. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for me to get to that level with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know, the flip side of that with me, I don't really talk much. I don't know if they just love that even more. So you know what I'm saying? Some conversations I chime in on, some I don't care really to say nothing. I'm just cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it'd be more, they'd be so curious to just fuck with me in general, man, because we could be in a room like this. I'm gonna be the nigga way in the corner over there just chilling.
Yeah.
And y'all know that's how I be. So
Right.
and that make niggas be, hey bro, what you got going on? Let me, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I'm just used to it, man.
So with Boss and J-Ton, do we have any more plans of doing like a slab CD again?
I mean, that's always up to them. Right now, J-Ton got his new single coming. It's with him, Crazy Bone, and Boosie. And Boss been doing a lot of stuff. You know, we got a lot of ties to the West Coast too.
Right.
Because, you know, next up I got, with Boss doing his stuff, me and MUISC got another group album. You know, me and MUISC got the movie coming out.
Yeah. What happened to the old movie y'all had a while back?
Yeah, that's coming. That's gonna. That shit ain't as easy as you think it is.
Y'all put out a badass trailer.
You know,
What's the name of the movie?
I'm be having the motherfucking nigga. As I'm putting the movie together, I gotta go score the movie, put the sounds with the right scenes.
Right.
Cause I'm hands on with everything,
Right.
bro. So it's like that shit ain't
Ain't enough
easy,
time in
man,
the day.
at all, bro.
That shit
And
tough.
What's
then
the
it's
name of the
crazy.
movie?
Well, a new one with me and Miles called Activated. And it's crazy even thinking about that. You know, I get my daughter once a month. I get her Friday. So when I get her, nigga, everything shut down. Nigga, that all
she
work
like, what,
unless she going with me. You know what I'm saying?
How old is she?
She 15 months
15
right now.
months. So yeah.
So yeah, you know
That's a job.
that, and I think that was probably the most stressful thing I've been dealing with in a long time, man. I just understood in this situation, the system ain't designed for daddies. You know what I'm saying?
Never.
Like,
Never.
I got fixed.
But you would, but you would think, bro. I think I know you lying.
I had a
Oh
female
God, I
lawyer
got fixed.
speaking to-
I went to court. How many times I went to court that year, bro? I don't know. It was like 5 different times, fool, and none of I had one out of all of them. One was my baby, and I ain't even sleep with most of them girls, and they just kept hitting me with child. I say, nah, I don't want none of this. I got 3 boys. I got fixed, bro. I'm done.
I can't do that one.
It's reversible, but you know.
How many kids
but
you got?
that's how I'm saying I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that again. I couldn't come in that courthouse and deal with no stupid ass girls. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got time for that. I don't like people trying to control me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm rebellious. So I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I got 3 boys and 1 girl.
Yeah.
Situation, but it's crazy situation with with my daughter. This is the most I've been through. But I don't know, man. I don't know if the judge just if he had it out for me or what. Cause you know sometimes we question ourselves like, man, why all this stuff leaning on me? Cause it's like I ain't never missed court. Like I went straight by the book, and you know for cats like us. When they go to handle you a certain type of way, nigga, I feel like a hoe. You know what I'm saying?
You get offended.
But it's like, for my child, I take that.
Yeah.
So with me doing this and been dealing with this for a year, it's like, bro, I get the bad end of the stick. I get my daughter once a month, which 12 times a year, bro. That don't make sense to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all can't figure it out between y'all, or that's just,
Man,
that's a whole
I
nother
think
story.
at this point, we already here for trial, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be. But now, you know, and I'm a nigga, I just do what I want to do. So now it's to the point, when I get my daughter, it don't matter if I'm on a Breakfast Club or whatever. If I'm finna do an interview, she doing it with
She
me.
with you.
It is what it is.
She
Like,
with
you know, and to the point people accept it. And that's like, it's cool because it show other niggas it's alright to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Cause y'all, you know, a lot of people see me, man. For my little son Houston rapping right now, that's what you want to do, cool. My disabled son Danico, he got his own organization, Unique and Gifted, so we take care of our special needs kids in the city. So it's like each one of my kids just doing their own
See,
thing.
y'all just
That's
did a
cool.
Halloween event for him.
Yeah. That was so I make my baby do events too. So that was Truth event. Like I always love to invite the younger kids out for stuff for her. So I wasn't gonna be able to have on Halloween. Her last day was the day before, so we did it the day before Halloween. It was cool.
What was it,
Thousands
trunk
of
for
kids
treats?
came out there. Yeah, pop trunk or treat.
Pop trunk or treat.
Oh, that was nice. I
Yeah,
seen
that was dope.
That was dope. That was dope. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So how did you get started in the rap game? And who did you come up with?
I mean, you know, I had a lot.
And that wasn't no purpose, kid. That's a generic question we ask all the time.
Nah, you know, I had a long history, man. How I started rapping was
Give these people the truth, man.
Trae the Truth.
How I started rapping was my older brother Dinky. You know, he's doing 2 life sentences. You know, an average nigga that come up, you look up to your old man, your big homie, or your big brother. It's just how it go.
Yeah.
And my brother was my everything, so that's what started, man. And me and Bass was talking. People don't know the first person who actually grabbed me to put me on the label was Southpaw Mexican.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Then with Southpaw Mexican, I was doing my solo thing, which led to doing the Gorilla Mob and all the other stuff I had going on. And I've been going, shit, at least that happened back in
The late 90s?
Yeah, like 96, 97.
We was at Cornbread jamming and keep watching me, so I know 90s off the muscle, late 90s.
But you know, crazy niggas don't know nothing about cornbreads, and I wish you know this day and age is a lot different because you know it was a lot more laid back then, man.
Chill.
If people understood how powerful it was just at cornbreads alone, imagine being out there from 2 to 6 in the morning just
chilling.
Everybody chilling on their car, whether niggas smoking, drinking, just everybody cool.
It was our Crenshaw. It was.
But you know what's crazy? Wasn't no shoot, no nothing. If
I don't remember none of that.
Niggas gonna fade each other right there and there. You don't go back to their car.
I don't remember no violence like weed smoke and syrup sipping, fool.
I'll never forget one night at Cornbreads. I can't every time I think
know
of
what you finna
Cornbreads.
say.
A nigga came through in the hatchback with a Radio Shack stick on that bitch. Beating up the block, nigga. Rocking the whole fucking in a hatchback Chevelle. You know
But what he was jamming was crazy.
I like big butts again.
But Cornbreads, you could see a nigga out there totally normal and he'll buy a Sherman. Next 5 minutes he's naked out there. It's just, and out of all them years going to Cornbreads, I never been in the inside, not one time.
Man, you know crazy niggas. I only used to go in there with Screw and Mo and them, and that be when it ain't those hours. It'd be just on the regular, because you know niggas used to go there on the regular too.
Yeah.
The pool hall, but now on the outside, no, it was just, man, that's probably some of the most player shit we
That
had.
was real player, man. Since you mentioned Screw, what was your relationship with Screw? You got to kick it with him.
Yeah, I always been close, man. People don't realize that, just like what you said, Keep Watching Me was the first thing he really threw of us on a tape. And that's what introduced us to the world. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, because you know, back in the day, man, you get a Screw tape, you know, it wasn't no list at the time that you can go see what was on it. It was just the excitement of getting that tape. You know what I'm saying? And I'll never forget when he ended up putting us on there. But what happened was, right when we were doing the Gorilla Mob, at this time, you know, everybody still was coming, everybody had came up with each other. And from that point, you know, he embraced us. If you go listen to Gorilla Mob, the only features on there was Willene and Big Hawk. And you know, from there it's always been close. You know, when I used to be at Screw House,
and Gorilla Mob was jamming.
Yeah.
It was a powerful album, man.
I remember that motherfucker, man.
So when I used to be that, you know, I was younger than everybody, so I'd be there playing the game or just cooling, because you know, I ain't smoke or drink. So I'd just be doing me. But you know, everybody always accepted me with me just being, you know, everybody had a young nigga in the crew who cool, so you know,
he was that sucking up gang.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Did you get to rap on any Screw tape? Like,
you know, it's crazy. They still have some that ain't been released.
Oh shit!
But they ended up shout out Big Bug Screw the regular tape. They ended up getting one, made 3-2 Rest in Peace. It was a whole bunch of us on that, man. And
3-2.
I got a copy of it. I wouldn't want nobody to hear how I rap back then. But back then it was the shit. But nah, man, it was always love, man.
Yeah. How was your relationship with Hawk?
We was real close. We performed together the night before he passed.
Yeah.
We was at Connections. And you know, even
Swang and the Swang, you know, they had that together, so you know they.
Yeah, so it was crazy, man. The story, but that was so crazy. So at the time, you got Michael Jackson living all kind of stuff going on. Swang, we reach out, and we finally get to Michael people. They okay with it, but it's some dude named, I believe the name was like Rod Temperton. I think that's his name, but he made it where it was no amount of money he was gonna clear Swang. It wasn't even about the money. It was just he loved his music and he wanted to control it. You know what I'm saying? Only people he ever cleared it for was probably LL and I think Boyz II Men or something like that. But we went through everything, bro. For 6 to 8 months trying to get that song cleared. And the reason I'm telling y'all that everybody's sending me different versions. I'm shooting everybody down because they don't feel like the original one. Yeah. And me and Mike Dean was at his house, and we ended up finally getting one. And Hawk was actually able to hear it the day of the concert. And the next day I was at Mike Dean's house mixing it when I ended up getting the call. And I ended up stopping what I was doing and rushed to the spot where he was at. And me and 3-2 was probably the last ones to leave. Man, I was one of the people who was picking the blood up off the ground for bro. You know, that shit kind of fucked me up, man, because out of everybody, at the time we actually were doing a Screwed Up Click group album. Some of the songs leaked out sometimes. I mean, some people got a hold of stuff, but there was a lot of stuff that ain't came out with all of us. But with Hawk, he was one of the ones that always would push me. It's like it'd be crazy when I bump into people and they'll tell me, I was talking to Hawk, you know, that nigga so proud of you, you know what I'm saying? So shit like that get kind of heartbreaking because it's like he didn't even get to see me really take off. You know, he passed before I even put my album out. And you gotta realize that album, Restless, is what took me over. That's what introduced me to the world. But yeah, we had a real close relationship, man. I still, to this day, you know, I'm one of the ones that's 10 toes down with his kids, his wife. That's one thing I do as far as when any of the homies pass, I'm gonna keep it solid. Like, I'm not gonna do something for a short period of time and disappear. Stop. You know, it's the same thing when you catch Pimp C, son, and them. Like, I've always been that guy that's gonna embrace them. Cause my thing is, what happened if something happened to my kids? You know what I'm saying? I want some nigga who I fuck with to at least embrace them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that's why.
We see you do that with a little bit of everybody.
Yeah. Because, man, just on some real shit, I can't have these suckers raising my kids at all.
Right.
And I got a relationship. I don't know how y'all is. I ain't never had to whip my kids. Like, I talk to them niggas like they my homeboy.
Yeah.
Right.
And so with me doing that, and a lot of people used to be like, but why you always got them in a mix? I felt like me exposing them to shit like that. Can't no little nigga come up to them and pump them up like, man, it's cool to do this, because the first thing they'll say, nigga, I've been around this since I was young.
Yeah. They don't know how to handle it.
You see what I'm saying? So he is on. So if he thinking of doing something, well, you come holler at me, let's figure it out.
If he got that
whether it may be if he decide to try and get high, which I don't prefer, whether it may be him trying to fuck on something. My oldest is 19, so I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. At least
we
he
just got our relationship.
Yeah,
that's good. You installing good morals in them, though, by being around you. They not being led by Instagram and all of that shit.
At all, you know, because it's like, believe it or not, having morals and ethics these days make you the outcast. Like, certain shit that we stand for, a lot of people look at me like I'm a bully, when all the while I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just standing for something. If you're doing some shit that I don't feel real, I'm going to speak up on it. Yeah, but that shit make me the bad guy to everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of nigga where, and Slim can vouch, I'm not the type of nigga, period, bro. If I'm not fucking with something, I'm not finna come shake your hand. We ain't gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's just because those are morals and ethics that I'm, because now you got a lot of niggas that'll do that as soon as you turn the corner, man, fuck that nigga, bro. I hope, you know, I feel like a hoe if I do that, bro. Like, if I ain't man enough to let you know how I feel right then and there, it's like, that shit make me feel less of a man.
So you rather address it.
Always.
So you can address it, but you can move on from it at the same time.
Yeah, you know, that's a hard part, man, in life. Learning to, it's a thin line between forgive and forget.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's a hard.
We've been talking about that in Bible study, forgiving. Because my logic, preachers say forgive. My logic is I forgive, but I don't fuck with you. It's cool.
And I think it's alright to be like that.
So right. Forgive and keep fucking with him?
No, he said it's cool to forgive enough. I said there's only certain type of people that I can forgive and still fuck with, but you did certain shit. But some of them, I say I forgive you, but I don't fuck with you because I'm not gonna let that snake bite me again.
Because that's why I feel you can forgive and keep your distance, because again, just like what you said, if it happened to you again, then bro, that's a shame on you. You knew better.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You knew better off the rip.
Yeah.
I think that some shit just forgivable. Like,
some shit.
I feel like that.
Yeah.
I think sometimes we get caught up in emotions and shit.
A misunderstanding
and
is
make
forgivable.
something that ain't as bad You know, you multiply.
If a certain seed get planted, it can spiral into
all kind of other shit.
That I understand.
And then, you know, it's a lot of other shit. Like, you know, but at the end of the day, what I try to do is, you know, just keep the peace with everybody. You know what I'm saying? If I don't fuck with you, I don't have to, you know, express that or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I could just not fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
Shake your hand and keep on moving.
Yeah, I can even shake your hand and then be cool.
But some people deal with it. The pastor just said, don't let it worry you. Don't let it bother you. Don't think about it.
I don't want to. I'd rather not have it on my mind I'm thinking about the shit. I'd rather just kill the shit and then, you know, see how it play out. Even if we don't fuck with each other no more or whatever, you know, I'd just rather just squash it and just, you know, have that peace.
And, you know, I'm going to be honest with you, that's just growth.
It is.
Everybody grow at their own
their own pace. Exactly.
Their own way.
Because I used to be an asshole like you and don't give a fuck, but I feel like even you, I seen the growth in you. You know, even since back then, you probably ain't got all the way up there. But
I know I haven't at all.
Same way though.
It's getting there because you know I'm a lot more laid back as opposed to how hot headed I was.
When you grown, you just ain't into it ain't that important. You know, you realize you
the
lose people die. It's like, damn, you just want to say.
And you get kids.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the most important thing to me right now, bro, be my kids,
right,
bro.
Yeah, you ain't got time to worry about
I ain't got time to be. I ain't got time for none of that.
That changed your perspective on life. So
and then you know I'm gonna be honest. The little girl part really changed.
Yeah,
it's
most definitely.
I hear that a lot.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm rough with my boys. They love us. You know what I'm saying? But having a little girl is just different.
That's what everybody said about me. You need to have a little girl.
But I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's gonna change. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna change. You ain't never been protective, bro. You're gonna be a different type of protective when it come to that.
I'm scared. I don't want niggas fucking my daughter.
You know how you been since a teenager.
I think they gonna target my daughter from all the niggas. They gonna try to fuck my
They gonna put all this
all that shit I did, trying to be slick back in the day when I was on that shit.
But not to change the subject, back to what Rico was saying, man. I had a conversation and somebody said, and I want to get y'all opinion. Somebody said they like, man. I'm like, man, a lot of shit these niggas be doing, it be disrespectful, bro. And I feel like if I don't check it or don't dive in head first, it make me feel like a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Make me feel less of a man. Yeah. But then he like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Letting them dictate your emotion and how you move.
That's being that's man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's worse.
If you think about it.
Right. That's worse.
And you know, I'm one of them argumentative niggas, so we argue for a minute till I finally, just as a man, have to understand, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't be letting niggas dictate how hot I get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because niggas know 99% of the time these days, all you gotta do is say the right thing with me and I'm
because you
win, lose, or draw. I don't give a fuck what it is.
But think about the setback.
For sure, people is gonna do whole shit.
Yeah.
You can't control that.
And even if you call them out, the most fakest, they gonna be like, bro, I ain't saying that. I ain't mean it like that. So
you know what?
don't get the right response from them. So I say, fuck it.
It's just like, it's not worth it as for yourself, to me. You know, I look at it like, if I try to fight every nigga that say some whole shit about me and risk going to jail or end up shooting a nigga who I don't even give a fuck if this nigga get hit by a car and die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why am I going to jail for a nigga who I don't care if he get hit by a car and die, I wouldn't shed a tear. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. So a stranger can't get me out of character. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm going to look at him like, man, I'm not finna go to jail for this lame ass. You know, I don't know you, nigga. I'm not finna go spend no lawyer money for no nigga I don't know. I'm not going to spend no lawyer money for now one of you niggas. I'm going to just not fuck with none of you niggas who I don't fuck with. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Like, I'm not going to shoot a nigga. I'm not going to try to, what's up, beat, because I don't care. If I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you, you know.
Unless they pose a threat.
Unless they pose a threat. That's when you got to defend yourself at the end of the day.
But
I'm just saying, I'm not waking up trying to check niggas like, this nigga, hoe ass nigga said this.
But speaking on that, we living in an era that's different from my era if we come under the old law.
Speak on it, OG.
So, what do you do? Because they have different morals.
They'll call the police on you.
Yeah.
They will sue you.
Yes.
Some will.
They will sue you. So that's what I'm saying. Like, at that point, when I say we got the case, and when that happened,
Yeah.
I used to be in the hood all the time.
Yeah.
All the time used to see
more
Slim in the
sense.
hood. Ever since I caught that case, and niggas was hanging around the nigga who was suing me, like that's like a snitch. What the fuck? What did you hang around the nigga like? It's cool. Okay, well, all right, fuck everybody. I'ma just, and that's the last time, bro. And then I realized I ain't just a regular person out here. A lot of niggas looking at me like a come up. Whether it be that type of shit or whatever it is. When you look at yourself as a target, and you realize you a target after shit like that happen, and you got to spend $100,000 on some shit you never did. It's like, man, you got me fucked up.
You got to move different.
You got to move different.
As you grow older and different, you got shit to lose now. You got to move different. Like you got a daughter that you got to be here for.
You can't. No nigga out here ain't work. You going to jail a week to miss your a month or whenever you get your to miss one of your 12 times you see your daughter. A nigga you don't know. You see what I'm saying? So off of that, you should be able to control your temper and say, man, I ain't finna go to jail for this clown ass nigga.
You can take this
say what
outside,
you want to say, bitch
you can
ass
take
nigga.
this outside of the streets, though. Even in the business world. Both of y'all in the industry. Y'all know they pull a lot of whole shit in the industry behind the paperwork. What you can't use street tactics on them.
Exactly.
But man, see, that's one of them things I tend to go against because I feel like
you can't Trae.
I have
police.
Right, see, y'all don't even know. Man, this nigga argue all the time, bro. I'm talking about
over everything.
Niggas don't know, bro. Man, this nigga get into it a lot. Because he know instantly, I'm gonna be on the line. Hey, bro, man, Trae, but he told me, I remember, and we argue like, man, bro, you can't use street shit in business. It ain't gonna work. You have to understand.
They call the police.
Where I come from and what I understand and how I was raised, I don't separate the two because at the end of the day, I'm going to treat you with respect. I'm going to handle my business how I'm supposed to handle my business. But if you're doing something that I feel disrespected me, I got to stand on that. You know what I'm saying?
A man business has to be a man.
And me and him argue all the time. Like, even if it's something I really believe, there's no amount of money you can give me that's going to make me be all right.
Exactly.
At all.
You can't fucking tell this motherfucker nothing.
When
he believes some shit, I be like, come on, dog. Because look, I think money. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a hustler. That's what I feel like. I'm a hustler. I feel like that's what I am. So I can always do math on shit. You know what I'm saying? And I can always see what I can lose as far as money and what I can gain as far as money. So when I see shit happening, and that's what I was kind of like, man, look, bro, you can lose this type of bread if you do this shit. So fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's some shit I be mad at today. Tomorrow, I wouldn't give a fuck about it. You know what I'm saying? But in the heat of the moment, if you act, that shit can, it can last for no telling how long. That's a life lesson though, right there. And that's a life lesson with a lot of dudes.
To make a temporary decision on their emotions.
Exactly.
And that's been taught to us since young, but it's still
a lot of us do it. You know what it is? It's because it's our culture though. It's what we taught to you. Nigga, stand up for yourself. Oh, you a hoe? You let that nigga do that? But at the end of the day, who teaching us this? You know what I'm saying? Like, real bosses don't move like that. We can't move like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if we do,
it'll cost you.
It'll cost you time, and you 20 years in jail for killing a nigga or whooping or whatever it is, a nigga you don't even care about.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
The thing I do think about is with certain niggas like us, we the heads of our teams and our families. So if we do necessarily, and that's what keep me a little more slow paced at it. If I fuck up, then I'm responsible for all my people starting over and suffering. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's how you gotta move.
That's why
and think.
That's why I say it's growth. It's just different people taking a different.
Yeah.
That nigga, I feel I'm doing amazing. How I done grew in the past years.
But I see that.
A lot more. You know what I'm saying?
I see
that. Jeezy made a comment. It was funny, but I understood it later. He's like, damn, nigga, you went from the villain to the hero. How the fuck did that happen? But think about it. You see what I'm saying? From back then to right
now. For real though.
Think about it.
Like it ain't many who can do that shit. But
that is crazy though. But that's dope though. That's what it's supposed to be. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of growth in all that. You know what I'm saying?
So what else y'all doing with Relief Gang? I see y'all doing something with the houses now.
Yeah, so what we did was me and Rollins had teamed up with Simple Solutions, and we was just when we were catching people that was in debt or about to go in foreclosure, you know, I was looking at it like when they do that, they just gonna be asked out. They're gonna take that from them. They start over. So if we can come in, get it from them, and send them off with some money, you finna get ready to lose the house in the process. But we helping you find a way to create your life over again. Cause shit, anywhere from 10, 20, it don't matter if they go lease something or just put something down. It's
better than nothing.
It's better than being asked out and they taking everything.
It's better than just being kicked out.
That's a great point. We watch it at the foreclosure and the tax auction every month. They wait till that last day, knowing they never had $20,000 in their life. They not gonna pay them taxes, and you just lose it to some motherfucker who not even from around here. So it's better to give it to somebody. You run off with $10,000 in your pocket and start over versus being on the street with nothing.
You know, because that comes a point in time where people have to be smart. Because some of y'all got 4, 5 kids in that house, man. You finna end up having to go to a shelter or a relative house. So you know, we trying to find ways to do that. And the flip side of that, now the relief gang separate from that. So what we do with the relief gang is we ain't never rebuilt no, like, as far as hands-on, nigga. They tell me knock out the walls. We go in there 15 niggas from the hood and we knocking the walls out. We kicking some niggas video and punching through the wall. You know what I'm saying? But we get it done. And our method is a little more, shall I say, unorthodox than the typical person. We'll just go buy their material. And nigga, fuck it, we gonna get in this bitch like we a family, and we gonna figure out how to do this shit. Some people gonna get in here who may give us the knowledge of doing that. We gonna paint this motherfucker. If it's some shit we can't do, then we'll go hire somebody. But that's how we started rebuilding houses, man. And it was like we was doing it so much, and people didn't understand, like, it don't take as much as what they think.
To
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's why I was telling people, so when me and JJ Watts got into it, people didn't understand. I didn't want that nigga money. I didn't need nothing from him to help us. My thing is, if you raised all that money, don't let nobody in no office tell you it's gonna take damn near $200,000 to do a home. If you'd have took, this is just me holding a conversation with him, if he'd have took the time to do it, you could take that $200,000, bro, and probably go rebuild damn near 40, 50 homes. Right. You see, when I say 40, 50, I'm talking about in a smaller neighborhood.
You know exactly.
You do that. At this point, I don't care what money you keep. That's your business. That's not mine. But I'm showing you how to touch the people in a way crazier scale and impact where it counts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hit a Red Cross and don't know what the fuck they gonna do.
So it's crazy. I just left. The reason you ended up catching me, this lady, she got $15,000 from FEMA. Instantly, one of these contractors came and took it from her, saying what they was gonna do, and they started off with the leveling, but the leveling, well, I'm talking about this dips all through there. So when she called them, like, man, hey, this ain't right. They like, well, you should be. They tell the lady, hey, you should be grateful. You couldn't afford to get the real job done. You know what I'm saying? So it's reasons like that I jumped frontline. So what I did is I took one of my partners who, his name Noe, who do contract work, and we just started going to get the material. We just, you know, it's crazy. She was staying in the hotel since Harvey. Her husband died, everything in the process. So now it's like her only one wish is to ever be back in her house. So I'm gunning to where we can do it and have her back in for Christmas. So that's the flip side of the stuff I'll be doing. So the relief gang and the simple solutions way separate. Because the thing, people got to understand, relief gang, it ain't about the hurricane. Bro, people need relief every day.
Every day.
Bro, man, if I open that, if I tell them I got an event every day, bro, that same, it's going to be same line plus new to where it's just, there's a lot of people that be going through it.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, what do y'all need for relief gang? So for the people that's watching, because I know like us, we need stuff like how can people help?
So what we did now is I partner with the homie named Jose Ortega. He got Catholic Charities. So he had a warehouse that somebody wanted to donate with him. And everybody know we used to have our warehouse. So he like, man, I just want to make sure we help the people if I open the doors to the warehouse and get this to you and your team, y'all can come load it up, do whatever you need to do, and go out and help the people. Now it's crazy. The warehouse 245,000 square feet. That's bigger than.
That's a lot,
bro. That's if you walk in our warehouse, it looked like how the car shows used to look. You see what I'm saying? So of course it's taking longer than what I thought, but we allow people to come bring supplies in there, and you know, every day we search for, because you would think with me being a rapper, my DM is about rap, might be hoes, might be this. It's help.
You're a hometown hero now.
So it's like, so we able to vet through it and be like, man, a lot of people needing this right now, needing that. That's why when we make posts, we can make a post within 24, 48 hours, and there's gonna be thousands of people out there, you know what I'm saying? Because they be waiting on any and everything that we do. Right. So definitely what we need is whatever donations they want to, as far as supplies. The money donations, that really be up to the people. I be more of a person, I like to show people what they can do with it. Or if they do it, then come on, we'll match you. And then I'm one of the people I feel like, even if you did donate, I want you to come out and see
where your money goes.
It's a way different feeling, bro. Right. Having a conversation with some of these little kids in this day and age that's going through it, bro, these some of the most intelligent kids you'll run across. You think you're talking to a grown person.
Yeah.
So that stuff give you the drive to make you want to even come out more, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that's what we got going now, and it's just, and you know, we plan on partnering with y'all, because it's like, we want to find different stuff we can do. Because, you know, we take care of every side of town. It ain't we don't discriminate. Right. We don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, whatever.
You've been touching a lot of people.
So, you know, so in Greens Point, that's where it's a lot of undocumented Hispanics over there. And I remember starting from Harvey, bro, they had water to their chest. But imagine, they can't.
They wouldn't leave.
They can't, because if you do,
get held
you liable to get deported, and then you finna get separated from your kid. So they would just ride it out, bro. We'll pull over there in U-Haul trucks, and they'd come out like it was shopping time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, we specifying and trying to help the people, because when you go to doing a lot of this 501 stuff, it's a lot of paperwork involved, and there's a lot of people getting denied. We the type of people, we rebels. All right, cool, you ain't got the paperwork, cool, come on, we gonna figure it out. Because I just feel like I move on impulse, because me waiting that 1 or 2 months, that person may be dead later on from stress or whatever.
People need you right now.
Yeah, so that's what we on right now, man.
That's dope, man. Y'all definitely got to support the Relief Gang movement, man.
You and Mr. Rogers doing y'all thing, even getting out there in that water, because I ain't no swimming ass nigga. I can't do it.
You know, crazy. I love that shit though.
I know, but I can't swim, so I can't do it.
Nigga, you ain't see that little ass life jacket I had on from day one?
That.
I'm not finna go under either.
But we did that a couple times. Though. We did that
we done went out there, but I can't get no water. But you using your platform by even showing people food to get out there.
So you know, people used to be back in the day, because it's like we got to change the narrative. Back in the day, people would be like, man, if you helping somebody, don't show it. And I believe that, like, if you're doing it for the wrong reason, like, hey, look what I'm doing.
Right.
But we learned how to use my platform it's 2 ways it go. I'm going to show you what's going on, and it's going to make the next person be like, hell yeah, I'm finna do the same thing. Or it's going to make a sucker nigga that really don't want to help, make them feel they got to compete with me. But guess what? Either way, people still getting help. So it worked both ways.
And them people with them hot trucks be waiting on it to rain because they go get right in line with you.
Bro, if you might well make me part of a big truck club, bro, because they come out of nowhere.
So that's real, and people need that. So
So people understand there's real power in showing stuff on your platform, man. You got to think, bro. We get on here to post some funny shit, some crazy shit, even music sometimes. But it's a lot of people that ain't in Houston, Texas, that you may inspire to go do different stuff. Like, man, a lot of people sit back, believe it or not, a lot of people sit back and it pisses me off sometimes. Man, I know you doing good, bro. I watch you every day on your Instagram, and I be thinking like, nigga, that's real life, but nigga, that ain't calling and checking on me, nigga, you know what I'm saying? But people wake up and live to see what different type of shit a nigga got going on, man. And you just gotta, it's a gift and a curse. The curse part is you're gonna catch some bitter people that feel like they entitled and you owe them But then, you know, sometimes we respond aggressively. Sometimes we, all right, you got it. Because my thing is, I sometimes have to make people understand, you may need help. But it may be somebody who got 6 kids over here that's going through it a tad bit worse.
Right.
So, man, I can't just say, fuck them, and I've already started the process of helping them just because of your situation. Now, I'm going to try and do what I can, but if you ain't going to be understanding about it, then I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You see what I'm saying? So that
you gotta be real.
You gotta know like
people
this.
don't understand shit. I don't want to deal with it. I salute you.
You put all that shit on us.
Right? Yeah, man.
But what he said, you know, I'm not gonna deny it. It puts you under a certain amount of pressure because it's expected. Yeah. Because now, if something ever happened and I don't go out, even if I'm going somewhere and I don't go out, I feel fucked up. Yeah. But of course, everybody gonna be looking like, man, where's he at? Because they crack jokes all the time. You know, if I wasn't a slight goofy nigga on my own time, I'd be pissed. Especially with them dropping bottles of water, talking about, oh shit, here come Trae type shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I get it. But you know, it's a powerful feeling, bro. I remember me and Rogers, we took, I think it was like 200 families on a $75,000 shopping spree at JCPenney. JCPenney matched us and took 40% off everything. But when we went in there, man, I ain't never seen this many people. Because when I say 200 families, these families still got about 5, 6 people. Right. Bro, seeing kids in that line with shirts that say Trae is my hero and shit like that, bro, like that's a type of feeling you can't pay for. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit. That's like shit, nigga, bro. I gotta put on for the little homies. You know what I'm saying? That's dope. Because now I feel with Relief Gang, we made it cool for your everyday street niggas to jump out there and do their thing, and nobody gonna look at them no different. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's okay for street niggas to have a heart.
And Relief Gang got outlive you.
Right. Exactly.
Bro, because everything about the legacy. If something ever happened to me, bro, my kids gotta have something. I want to go out as your old man was a real nigga. I don't give a damn. Point blank across the board. Anything that man was solid. You know what I'm saying? And
that mean a lot. You know?
Yes, sir.
I don't ever want to compromise that.
Yeah,
man, never for nobody, man.
But yeah, you know that I gotta get some. I gotta get y'all to one of my biggest companies right now is my bump box.
Yeah,
my bump box and Waves headphones.
That's dope though. That box is jamming. I got it in my restaurant. I need a big one. Yeah. It's jamming though, man. It's like, and then it charged. You know, you don't need the batteries. It's a big boom box. You know. Yeah. You don't need the batteries. It's charged.
Yeah. Bro, every
they recharge on the air.
Recharge. Well, now you got to plug it up, but you know what I'm saying.
But you ain't gotta keep the charge on.
Yeah, you can unhook it. And I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that till later. I was like, what the fuck?
Technology, cell phone.
They use
Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth, everything. Artists use it. A lot of them use it on their tour buses and they dressing room. A lot of them just keep it just it's a different type of loud.
My headphones are
monster too, huh?
You doing good with it?
Yeah, definitely. You know, bro, you got to think when you seeing NBA teams, like, even when they won the NFL championship, the first video you see is somebody holding a big ass bump box. You see what I'm saying? So. It's making it. It was on the Kardashian show. It was on The Price is Right. And some of this stuff ain't stuff that we doing. It's just they come and purchase the shit and doing it on their own. So it's like organically
you got a good product.
Yeah. That I don't know if y'all seen. I just released them teddy bears.
Nah, I ain't see that.
So they called Cubby Love Bears. So it's different ones. Each bear teach kids English and Spanish. If it's colors, it's teaching you. It'll tell you in English and Spanish. So even kids that don't understand English, it teach them too. Right. But for my son, the newest one that's getting manufactured now is a special needs belt for kids who nonverbal. So they could touch a hand. One hand may say I'm hungry. One may say I'm sleepy. One may say I'm happy, or one may it's just different things that it say. But once the kids learn it, you can understand, because when a kid trying to tell you something that's nonverbal and you don't really understand, it can make both of y'all frustrated, because they may be crying and you ain't understand, and you stay to thinking like, what, you tired, you sleepy or something like that. But all the while he may be trying to tell you got to use the bathroom or anything. So
That's dope. I get what you're saying. So the back gonna tell you what's wrong.
Once the kid learn it and press it, it's telling you exactly what
got you.
Yeah, that's real dope.
And then, and then the other one, the newest one too. You know how a lot of us got kids, they got iPhones, iPads, they always propping them on something. So now I got one of the beds that just hold it. So you can sit that bed anywhere in the car, wherever, and your child gonna be A-OK just watching it. You know what I'm saying?
What about the suitcase? Tell them about the suitcase you got.
Oh, the robot?
Yeah.
Man, I'd have thought Slim would have got one of them hoes by now. I seen Duval ended up getting one.
I seen Duval had one,
yeah. He got one too. It's called a robot. What it is, I was at this tech thing. It was actually a cell phone thing they had in LA. Like they ran out the convention, but it was a lot of tech stuff and there were robots and different stuff, man. And I seen it. And you know, I'm one of the people, I'm against all that. You know, I don't really want to get into that robot shit, but that shit was so motherfucking live. I'm walking through the whole thing and it just kept following me. So at that point, the homie named Mustafa, I'm like, man, bro, I gotta get me one of these motherfuckers. And before I left, he made sure I got me one of them, man. I keep that wherever I go. Me and Truth would be walking through the airport, people be amazed because this goddamn bag just following a nigga the whole way.
But that's even good because I see mamas in the airport with 2-3 kids all the time trying to pull them down. But
or trying to get the kids to pull it and they ain't doing it.
They ain't doing it. It's flowing everywhere. So that's some dope shit right there.
Dope,
technology crazy. You ain't got to grab your suitcase no more.
Dope,
yeah.
That shit ain't gonna work over them little humps though, do it?
Well, now, like a little hump, but going upstairs and downstairs, that help.
But Duval displayed that, trying to go down the stairs.
Yeah, them hoes, that ain't worth nothing. Going down the stairs. That, you know, I got the merch, you know, I've been doing that. And then, you know, Snoop Dogg and them just jumped in, him and Bobby D just jumped in on the management team to try and make sure they get me doing different stuff, whether it's touring or different stuff, you know, with games and shit like that. So that, pushing Monty on the comedian side, doing this funny by nature stuff so people see skits we be doing just to try and turn them up. I just be, then the chicken sandwich. Bro, I made it to this show today, this week. Y'all niggas pulling up.
We coming tomorrow.
Pulling up.
Where is it at?
It's on
Highway 6.
It's right past. It's a few exits after Highway 6. West Park and 1464.
I'm going. Ghetto food critic is in there.
On this podcast, I'm gonna bet him some money. He ain't gonna find nothing better than that.
You got the Trae the chicken sandwich. Chicken sandwich.
And I want a nigga to be honest. If you don't like it, tell me.
We coming out there. We coming out there and do that.
Swamp chicken, y'all pull up.
Swamp chicken. Oh, what's that? Swamp chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm tripping. I thought it was the same shit Bun did at Antoine's.
Nah, it's a swamp chicken.
It's swamp chicken. Okay.
Everybody should support. If you waited in line at Popeyes, you should get you a Trae.
Walking in floods and shit, save you motherfuckers. Y'all better go sell out the fucking chicken sandwiches.
We better have a line out the door for a Trae the Truth chicken sandwich.
Yeah, man. You gotta do that. I'm gonna go check it out though.
Yeah. Anything else?
What y'all think about the Frenchies one?
It was cool.
It was cool.
The nigga face looked at me like shit.
I ain't going to get that. It was cool. Maybe they was in a rush and
mine was cold.
Sauce.
Mine was cold. I'll give it to them that.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
You said be real. I don't want it because it's black on. But I'm going to go get it.
No, nigga, hands down, I love Frenchie. Nigga, don't ever get it twisted. I'm asking opinions because you have different people. Some people love the Popeye sandwich. Some people don't. You know
that Popeye sandwich is the #1.
But it wasn't good. Far. It was good before the hype came. When we went a long time ago.
I went met with the dude. It was lit like back when it was lit.
Right, but now it's totally different.
He the owner.
Well.
So he was in the building. So, you know, they making him right when the owner in the building.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker was crispy. Like the first ones back in the day.
Frenchies was cool though, but it was a bunch of people in line and them people was going crazy back then.
That's the thing, man. The thing about the chicken sandwich is why Chick-fil-A is #1 is because not only do they give you the chicken sandwich every time exactly like it's hot, it's gonna be right. They're gonna be able to deliver you that quality warm chicken sandwich. Your fries gonna be hot, all that shit, all the time. They gonna be nice to you. You know what I'm saying? They service. The shit is gonna go fast.
That got you won over.
The long lines that you see in that Popeyes and at Frenchie's, that's happening every day at Chick-fil-A. But the service is so good, they got the system going. You know what I'm saying? So that's why in that world,
well, it's really like a major label and independent.
Yeah. Well, nah, they even
Frenchie's is independent.
Right, exactly.
But you know, niggas like us come up in the independent world.
Exactly.
We're going to make that line long.
Because they got truth.
But even Popeyes said they can't compete with Chick-fil-A. They say Chick-fil-A paying them folks like $16 an hour.
Yeah.
And they got Sundays off.
You want to know why? Look how quick that line goes.
Right.
So there's no way.
I never understood that they walking up the cars, how every time it never fails to be perfect. You would think they're going to mess up the order every time cars pull up.
That's what I'm saying. That nobody ain't going to be able to compete with their service.
Oh, everything
and
gets
delivering
reinvented.
that same, like say you go to Frenchie's, you know, it's because they can't handle that demand. You know, and Popeyes too. They can't handle the demand of that, so you might get a cold burger, you might get cold fries, but Chick-fil-A got that shit together.
Man, you know, the only thing I disagree with Popeyes is when they stopped for them few months. You got to understand, they lost a lot of money.
Lost a lot.
Yeah. I didn't understand that.
What happened was, this shit is already regular. They set that shit up. They like, okay, we're going to try the chicken sandwich. They didn't know this shit was finna be a worldwide success smash. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ran out.
So they factory ran out.
Their factory, whoever, they ran out them hoes.
How long they stayed gone? By what?
A couple of months.
Yeah.
They said the owner said he had to put his whole staff through training. Well, not his whole staff. They had to hire and fire, and they had to do 3 weeks of training of a motherfucker who can make that sandwich and it be quality every time. That's what he said. He said they had to go through a whole training system, and they had to go through trying to get the service shit because that shit was just too much for him. He said, man, he admitted, he said, man, Popeyes is just not ready for that type of shit.
Yeah, it was overbearing.
I ain't even looked to see what they made yet, bro. I know they probably
look, it's different though. Look at this though. Even on the business side. That's what I'm saying. On the business side,
well, it's different franchise.
You pay like he say he paid like $2 million for his Popeyes. Like, you know, so you own the land, you own all that. You know what I'm saying? At Chick-fil-A, you don't own that. And at any given moment, they can tell you, get the fuck up out of here. And when you die, it don't go to your family. It goes to, you know what I'm saying, back to them. You see what I'm saying? So that's the difference. You see what I'm saying? And then they say you'll be making $9 million at the store and only be taking home, you know, let's say like 300,000 or some shit out of at a Chick-fil-A side. But in Popeyes, they get more of the bread. You know what I'm saying? So
Chick-fil-A pimping.
Yeah, it's real.
They got their formula set.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, man, I think my top restaurants right now in the city, no perfect order. Taste Bar, Breakfast Club, Turkey Leg Hut, of course Swamp Chicken.
Yeah, I ain't had that.
We got to get on the spot.
You named a mean lineup. I agree with
Taste Bar. Mastro's butter cake. The Mastro's, I'm always gonna love it.
Steak 48.
Steak 48.
You know I ain't never been, bro.
You tripping?
The cream corn brulee.
Mastro's dope, but Steak 48, you tripping if you ain't been there. You gotta go. That's like
Mastro's got a better ambiance, but to me, Steak 48, that bone-in ribeye and that cream corn, they killing
it. Check it out.
But them mom and pops you just named Taste Bar. They the truth. Taste Bar.
Lamb chop. I don't eat lamb chops. I do now.
Right.
Even Seaside. I like Seaside food.
I ain't had a chance to,
They got some good food over
there. Yeah. You know, Turkey Leg Hut killing
Turkey
right
Leg
Hut
is the goats right now. They like the place to be. It's like, you know what I'm saying?
So you want hot wings? We got 3D hot wings on Homestead.
Cake Lady got
Cake Lady, but Homestead, they got them honey lemon pepper. You ever had honey lemon pepper?
No.
Going now. It's a nice little juke joint with daiquiris and everything. It's bad motherfucker. And Dreams wings.
Oh, I'm tripping. That last name was Lotus.
Lotus. I heard about Lotus yesterday.
I haven't been to Lotus.
I've never been to Lotus.
Lotus.
You haven't been to Lotus yet?
Somebody told me about it yesterday.
I had ordered it when I was at your house when you was recording.
You been to Burns yet?
I went over there. The line was
You know
too
what?
long.
I ain't been, but they used to, you know, with Veronica doing different stuff, they would come bring food.
Whenever you in on the north, let us know, man. We're going to walk you right through the Burns. Yeah.
It's top notch.
Got to get you over there.
Man, you know, my biggest, and get this on camera, I don't know what Slim answer gonna be. People ask me all the time, Shipley's or Krispy Kreme, and I'm Shipley.
Shipley.
So then I ain't tripping. I guess it's the people who ain't from Texas
That's how it goes.
That's what it is.
They don't even realize that shit. Like, you got to kind of go to Ella though.
16 and Ella, they gonna be hot.
I mean ain't that the original one from the time?
The Shipley donuts are always hot.
I guess it's the same with Krispy Kreme, because if you hit them in Atlanta, they remind me of the Shipley.
Yeah, they
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think nothing can mess with Shipley's.
Shipley's cold,
bro.
You know, because y'all saying on Ella, we used to be 16 and MLK was the main one we used to go to.
One for us, 16 and Ella, man. They always hot.
Krispy Kreme, it's cool. I felt it was more commercial.
It is commercial.
It is.
It tastes commercial, shit like that.
If you didn't have Shipley's,
for real,
most definitely.
What's your favorite burger spot in Houston?
Man.
Burger spot. What's your favorite burger spot?
I'm thinking, man.
I always rock with Burns, but I'm gonna say Burns and Sparkle Burger.
Burns and Sparkle.
Sparkle, the one downtown?
Yeah, they moved though. They on what's that street now? Emancipation.
I say Grace's.
I tried Sparkle. If I ain't mistaken, the only reason I really like Sparkle, that was the one. Their burgers was huge.
Right.
I ain't never seen nothing.
They gonna give you a big old burger and some big old ass fries.
They had a good ass turkey burger there.
Yeah. They moved. They on Emancipation now. Somebody bought the land where they was at downtown. Paid like $1 million for a little bit ass square. So they moved out down the street.
Oh, they moved?
They moved. They on Emancipation. They got a nice little old building too now.
Y'all gotta check out Hop Daddy.
I've been there.
It's like
I heard about it.
I've been there.
Yeah. Hop Daddy.
You know it's crazy, but I ain't. Rogers turned me on to trying the vegan shit sometime. But some of they burgers and nachos, it tastes just like
vegan soul food. Got a good Creole burger on Emancipation. They got a good vegan burger.
Vegan soul food,
and they black on.
Sauce company, the food truck, Lydiana's kitchen. They got some good ass vegan food. You wouldn't even notice it.
Man, Houston, we got every motherfucking thing.
Right.
Man, you know something that I haven't found that I eat all the time when I'm in LA is them jerk chicken patties or jerk. It's like in like a pot type thing. I ain't found that in Houston.
Ain't that Jamaica?
You got reggae here?
Reggae got them.
They got the pies like that.
Yeah, they got it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to holler.
Reggae right down the street from Turkey Leg.
Yeah, I know exactly, but I didn't know they had the pies like that.
You don't want to say it, the meat pies. You don't want to say it. We grown, man. God damn. A ground beef pie, man. Yeah, they got them, man. I can tell he kept saying, the pie, nigga pie. What kind of pie you talking about, nigga?
I'm probably pulling up there this week though.
Nah, that's good though. Well, I ain't had that shit in a while. I had that wasn't what you talking about. That was a bean pie. What they got? That just be out there.
That was it in Reggae Hood.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Cool. We're gonna let you try some of this cake lady pie too before we go too, man.
So what else you got coming on music wise? Like, what's the next single off the album?
He ain't worried about no fucking music. My boy saving lives.
He worried about this new album.
I see he got his new song about his daughter on BT Jam.
Yeah, you know, hopefully a lot of people call Trae the Truth. They get to check it out because it's a lot of niggas that just relate to that at that point in time. They feel like no matter how much right they do, they get the bad end of the stick in these custody cases. And when I slow down, bro, I'm gonna probably fight for that shit. Cause you know I'm one of them niggas. I'm gonna go against the grain. I feel like it's a bunch of hoe ass niggas that don't take care of their kids. I get that, but for the ones that do, it don't matter what beef you and the mama got going. That shouldn't affect them being able to be there.
Right.
So that I got the Slide remix, the Me and Mozzie album. I had an album. It's still sitting up with me, Young Thug and Gunna. Bro, I got over 2,000 unreleased songs, bro. I got records with anybody you think of. I don't know what I'm gonna do, huh? If I stop rapping today, ain't out.
I shit out.
If I stop rapping today, I can still put music out. That's just because I'm a workaholic, man. I just when I sit in that bitch, I'm doing 40, 50 songs a week. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's why I can take breaks so long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but once I'm in there, it's like back at it.
All my shit out. I got one project I'm working on with 11 motherfuckers. Is gonna be the ones.
ain't holding shit.
I ain't holding shit back. Nah, yeah, man. But that's real though, man.
Yeah.
So
that mean go to work, dog.
Yeah. I mean, nah, I'm good. It's cool. It's been working.
Cool. It's working.
It's been working. Yeah, I'm happy.
So
you know, we all Empire.
Empire, exactly.
Empire with guys in them. We don't never have to search for them to get our money.
Yeah. Right.
Come like clock.
Shout out guys at Empire, man.
Guys,
Marvin showed a nigga the new way. Yeah. You know.
Hey, when Nipsey died, you was out there in L.A. at the store.
Yeah,
right, you went out
my little brother, he tattooed on me, man. Yeah. I don't think people really know, like, Nipsey used to be out here a lot with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were real close. And, I don't know, man, that just touched me different. The shit just seemed unreal. Then it was really unreal. Just
touched the world.
Yeah, for people to even be able to see how that shit gave you hurt and anger at the same time, just how that shit happened, man.
Do you believe it's a conspiracy like they say?
Me, honestly, if you ask me to keep 1,000 with you, no. Did they make some points? Yeah. People definitely, I don't know if it's a YouTube hole, but bro, if you go on YouTube sometimes and watch shit, you'll click on another video and it's like you'll fall into that.
That's what they do all day. Shot-Town, him and a few more people I know. They conspiracy theories. Sam too.
We just so real life. He don't know.
Every week they got some new shit that just happened. I don't know what.
But the only flip part about that, you can't sleep on it because sometimes it do.
Let me tell you about me, man. I just want to know the basic shit in life. Don't give me too much information. Cause all too much information gonna do is fuck you up. You're gonna be extra thinking about shit. It's gonna make you sad. Just give me enough information to move in life, man. Be happy. Y'all be trying to do too much. YouTube fucking y'all head up.
But you know, I'm gonna tell you, and I don't know if nobody ever told you, bro.
The main on Netflix. Netflix too.
Yeah, definitely Netflix. Yeah. The main thing, and I'm telling them this on camera, but just as a brother, the main thing that people pick at Slim about is sometimes he had that just, I don't give a fuck about nothing, nobody else but me.
You know why? Yeah.
So you gotta understand, sometimes you gotta be a little more compassionate in certain situations.
I definitely give a fuck about people. I definitely do a lot to give back and do all that there.
Now I ain't talking about just in that situation. I'm talking about just like, fuck the giving back situation. Just if a certain situation may happen in the world.
Right.
You may comment.
I'm in my own world. I'm in my own world. Because you know what I always fall back to? Me walking on Good Bank with that fro out, nobody gave a fuck about me. And I already know if I was still walking on Good Bank with that fro, niggas still wouldn't give a fuck about me. Only reason why niggas give a fuck about me is because of who the fuck I am. So at that point, when I look at life, I look at motherfuckers and I say, man, you know what? When I was in the motherfucking hood, bro, you ain't give a fuck about me. You know what I'm saying? And I can move and navigate through that with a peaceful heart. You know what I'm saying? With that, knowing what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You better stay woke.
I'm definitely woke. But you know what? On the cool, like, my mind frame of a lot of shit is like, especially with what should I say? Okay, stay woke. That's more like talking about white people and shit and how they oppress us and shit like that. I'm not the nigga who like believing in Colin Kaepernick saying we gonna change the NFL. I say fuck the NFL. Let's start a new NFL. Them white folks ain't gonna never listen to us. You know what I'm saying? It's they shit. That's like us. That's like a motherfucker coming into our shit and telling us what to do. It ain't gonna happen. It's cool to keep tweeting about it and doing all that shit, but I don't believe that shit gonna ever happen. I believe the answer is to go to HBCUs and start a new NFL. We can do what the fuck we want to do and make our own rules. And it ain't impossible. You know what I'm saying? But I think people rather say, okay, let's just say, man, you know what I'm saying? And try to tell these people what to do with their shit. So I think different on a lot of shit.
So now what you're saying, I don't necessarily disagree. I think it's always important for us to stand on our own, you know what I'm saying, to figure out ways. But on the flip side of that, it's like, I feel like sometimes we so used to not standing.
Yeah.
A lot of people comfortable with that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes you have to buck back. Now, the results may not be the results we want right then and there, but it may trickle down to at some point in time, that one little thing we did may have riffled some shit to where it ended up working out in the end. Now, I ain't saying it's gonna be 2 years. It can be 10, 20 years from now. But at the end of the day, we gotta stop. Cause my thing, that's just like the bully mentality, man. At some point, a nigga gonna have to stand up against that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, we ain't gotta talk about mine. Y'all know I stood at all times, bro. And it ain't been easy, bro.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's not easy.
See, that's what I mean. That's my point. I think I know he probably going longer than ever. But I feel
bad,
like
y'all bad. It's good, nigga.
I be feeling like
let me know if we going
nah,
too
we
long.
good. We good. Nah, I just feel like in the, you know, I guess it's because I came up in music, and I just believe, you know, everybody is capable of doing everything. You know what I'm saying? So I just believe that we can do all the shit on our own. I believe in being the boss and not asking people. I don't give a fuck about it. Like, I'm not waiting on them people to give us no shit from slavery. I don't believe it's gonna ever happen. So I don't want to waste my time asking motherfuckers, hey man, be nice to me. I'd rather focus on starting my own shit and having my own business and creating my jobs and doing what I want to do and not having to live by their rules.
I feel that, but I feel too, you still owe me. I'm gonna keep going about my day, but you still owe me these 48.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
If that shit's supposed to be, I thought that was just, you know, people just riding hype. I didn't know that they
some
actually
people be serious about
I
that,
always
bro.
heard they were supposed to give us the.
But how do they determine who they
We was
giving
talking
back
about it with
to?
Scarface.
Well, it was supposed to be a long time ago who they get it. So
It'll never happen,
people.
bro.
It'll never happen. But I'm still.
That's how I look at it.
I'm still remind the government that somebody.
But I'm saying if it did happen, how do they pick who's supposed
It
to
ain't
get
gonna
that?
never happen,
I
bro.
don't know.
It's too far. It's too far.
I'm the type of person I don't think we should wait on that. I think we should move
No,
on.
we definitely
Exactly.
I think we should trample over them.
I think we should work
Holding
together.
our own. If we don't work together, ain't nothing gonna never happen for us. That's our biggest problem right there.
If all we did was stop looking at each other as competition and work together, because that's how we lose. And every time I sit down with some bosses of any race, it be all kind of races who came from other countries and shit, you know, and that's what make me feel like this.
You gonna have to
because
sit
I
down
seen
with
motherfuckers come from overseas and come over here and boss up by doing teamwork, by putting money together and investing, and you know, instead of everybody trying to do separate shit, everybody got together and had a pot and then did some big shit until everybody could move on their own. You see what I'm saying? I seen that, heard that same success story from every different race I sat down with on some boss shit.
That's how they move.
And that's what we don't do. We don't sit down and say, hey man, all right, fool, instead of me just spending all this money on fixing this one house up, how about we all put a light 20 if it ain't gonna kill us? You know what I'm saying? If 20 ain't gonna kill you, put that, don't do nothing that's gonna take your whole shit away. You gonna, you know, move out your house if you don't have some shit you ain't thinking about for a year. You know what I'm saying? If it was just that, it'd be so much money made. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna have to take certain niggas to it's lead by example, man. So that's gonna have to be something. What'll happen is if niggas do it and they succeed, then you'll have other niggas that may be game to try.
All right, so it is.
Build a business model.
We live right here on the
model,
Connect podcast. We need to come up with something. Should we do a Houston shit? Or we can all say, like, we should just say, if you in Houston and you trying to do some shit, we should come up with some type of investment group where everybody can throw in something to get something back. I don't know how we got to limit it or whatever.
See, the thing is, you're gonna have to find somebody
something
that
like
everybody trusts, that everybody comfortable with, because if not, you're dealing with different niggas egos, like, well,
different attitudes.
I don't know, you know what I'm saying? You gotta find a happy medium. My thing, I'm up for that. I'm not the one. I don't want to press nobody and feel like y'all gotta do it because we doing it. At the end of the day, we may do some shit and it may inspire them. You know what I'm saying? Because the worst thing we do is tell them what they need to do. Or when people put that pressure of a challenge or something on them, then they feel like, man, fuck that, you can't make me do that. But the ones who open for it, shit, fuck it, why not? Bro, I look at it like this, man, and this a hustler's mentality, right? Even if I'm going, like, you catch some niggas that may be like, man, I'm only gonna do this concert if they give me 30 racks. You know what I'm saying? And you have a nigga that can do that for that. He may be doing 1 or 2 shows a month. To where you catch somebody that may say, you know what, fuck it, I may take this 7 or 8 per show. And the way I look at it with my thing is, what if me and you was going on promo tour right now? What we gonna be getting? Nothing at all.
Right.
We just on the road doing what we. So if I'm collecting that in the process as if I'm on promo tour, that's not hurt me. Then I still can take that. You know what I'm saying? Niggas have to start getting they understand a little better, bro, because it's a lot of, even me, it was at a point in time I feel like I had a hell of an ego. But it's like niggas have to start finding different ways, man, to make this shit count, because there's so much, bro, so much shit for the taking, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, shout out to him and Fatita, man. That man came and bought up
everything.
You
see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now we damn near have to get knowledge from him at some point to, okay, how we can get into something like that.
Keep bossing up.
Yeah, so
keep buying.
Checks is different.
Yeah, we gotta find the
That's why I say we ain't Tillman by ourselves, but we can be we probably know Tillman.
Yeah.
Well, he got a group though.
You can be
It's not him. He got a group. It's him and some his brother. It's a lot of people in that group that own that with him.
And that's what I'm saying. And when you
shout out to you though, bro.
Business is like that, no doubt.
When you in there like that and it's a group, you good. It's taking a lot of that weight out for you trying to do everything yourself.
And in that form is you don't deal with individuals because they send their lawyer. So you just get a paper to know what you're investing in. Because at that point, it's bigger than you even being seen in the investment group.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's, we leave on that note, man. We gotta get
Appreciate you
coming.
One last thing I didn't tell y'all, I'm opening a children's shelter.
Oh man, that's
I
lit.
forgot all about that too.
That's right. Nice.
So we support that.
Big.
That's a different type of monster and process, but we there. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta make sure what I'm gonna do for my shelter is the whole goal of me doing it is every child in there got to live how I do my kids. It ain't gonna be no little cot you come lay on.
Yeah.
I don't want to make it the mess up to come here. You know what I'm saying? But I want to make it to where you understand, and you're gonna be treated like somebody. You know what I'm saying? And that's my goal with the shelter that we're doing.
So this is for kids without parents.
It's gonna be a emergency shelter, so whether kids may be took from a certain situation from their parents going through it, or any type of emergency situation where they need to be removed from the home, we're gonna be the ones that take them under the umbrella.
That's real, man. That's big.
Shout out to Trae for that, man. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Live on the Connect, huh?
Yes,
Live on the Connect, man. And there it is. And we up out of here, man. Appreciate Trae coming through, man. So when that new me, Trae, and you know what I'm saying, song it's coming soon. Got name of Pimp C, knocking those down, baby. We gonna make it happen.